Hello again and welcome to Final Fantasy 14 Stormblood. I'm Goldie Gaming and I just got murdered by a crab. Now we're going to just head straight back out to where we came from. That's not how you do it though. You have to do that. I really have lost pretty much every habit I had. Every good habit anyway. I've retained all the bad ones. Anyone's maybe just tuning in, maybe this is the first video they're watching. I've just started a new character for Stormblood. I played the game about maybe a year and a half ago, something like that. I haven't played since then. Really just got caught up in the hype for Stormblood and I needed a game series to make for my channel anyway, so what the hell. This guy's level 23. I'd like to think I'll have my chocobo by then. Probably won't though. So what I was doing at the end of the last video was I was doing here, killing crabs, and I wasn't paying attention and I just sort of jumped into one that was a wee bit too high for me. And I didn't notice until I was basically nearly dead. So yeah. Gonna go down now and we're gonna finish off what we started. Kill the 3 crabs, horn it in, and then we need to go up into this next zone, into Western Lanosia. Get Carbuncle out before we forget, because I pretty much forget everything. All the time. Speaking of forgetting to do things, I have a better weapon. Oh yeah, that would help. Is that taken care of? Level 12 here, we're not level 12 yet, but it's good to have some stuff in place. Recommended gear, that is one of the best buttons added to this game. It really is. Basically just equips what it considers to be your most appropriate gear that you have available and puts it in all your slots. Sometimes you end up disagreeing with it though. I think it prioritises item level, so maybe you have a slightly lower item level piece of gear with more appropriate stats. Anyone doing this? Someone is actually. Let's get in on this. guy over there doing a crapload more damage than us. It's half killing mobs before we can cast a spell on it, so we're kind of having to try and go for our own. I'm already doing what I have a bad habit of doing in MMOs, is I'm getting really tempted to maybe do something different. Castles are actually great in this game. I'm not usually a caster in games though, but Scholar is awesome, and that's pretty much, I'm leveling Arcanist more to turn into a Scholar than to turn into a Summoner. Healing is quite good. Healing is good for many reasons. I think healer in a sense is probably the most difficult, most useful of all the roles in the game at the moment. Where was I going with that train of thought? I have no idea. Yeah, but generally I prefer more melee classes. Frankly, I think I'll just use my other character for that. I think that's what I'll do, yeah. I'll use this mainly as a magical character. Somebody following me a bit? Aye. That taken care of. And our fate over here. Let's flee so we can go over to it. There's a hunt in him. I don't really need to explain what those are for a long time. There's actually no one in this at the moment, it's just NPCs. That's a bit disappointing. Try and help him out. And the longer he can tank it, the better. Put our dots back on it. And we've lost the hate. Wonderful. He's lost the hate, we've gained the hate. Nah, this guy's gonna take us to town, we can't do this alone. Well, we could, but it would take forever. Plus, I'm quite a bit below the recommended level for the fate, which lowers the experience rewards you get for it. We've just lost our carbuncle. because we left him too far away. Someone's shouting, Stasha, please. I'll just use the Q, man. I don't like caps lock heroes. Ah, this zone. This zone's pretty much my standard level, sort of 15 to 20 zone. Now one of these. Rearrange some stuff. Yeah, the reason this is a good sort of zone that I say I like to use a lot is because quite a few fates that can pop up sort of from there all the way along to there. Choco keep. I'll unlock you. Whatever not. Need to go back to the Arcanist Guild, but we've got lightning sprites just up here, so we're gonna murder them. Can he see it? Wee screenshot like that. That's my first screenshot of this character. Surprises me. There's more lightning sprites down here. I knew there was more about here. This might actually put us to level 12. I'll end up with all these bound as well, I just haven't done it yet. I like to avoid clicking as much as possible. There are more lightning sprites in the zone, and right as I say that I come into view of one. Yeah, it's a bit higher level, it'll just take a while to kill. Easy enough. And it did in fact ding us to 12. Cool. We'll then roll action break. So let's go in and get it. Activate that. Deals unexpected damage with potency of 50. And adds heavy. Right, cool. Where did I put my focus target? Right underneath my actual target. Oh. It's alright, that'll do it. Off. At least we got a little bit of something out of it. That's a way. Need to bind some of those as pet hotbars as well. So tune ourselves into this aetherite. Pretty much why we're here. Excellent. Let's now teleport ourselves. In fact, now we'll just returns back up. Hand in that Arcanist quest. Because I want the gear from it. Pew. I'd say probably this video and then the next video away from unlocking Sastasha, our first dungeon. I think with the dungeons I'll record them separately so I can put up an actual playlist specifically of the dungeons as well. Not sure about that. I quite like the idea of having a playlist of uploads that is going through every dungeon. A set as a DPS, a set for a healer and a set for a tank. Although that's going to be quite a ways away and I would be better off using my other character that's got good gear and such for it. So yeah, I won't bother with that actually. Talked myself out of it already. Speak with somebody in Middle Inertia. Right. Summerford Farms is getting a lot of love right now. The dungeons of this game are optional. There's a few that are optional, but for the main part, the dungeons are built into like the actual storyline of the game, and you know, you absolutely have to do it, otherwise you can't progress the storyline. You can continue to level your character up outside. You can continue to go to all the sort of higher level zones and all that stuff. Doesn't necessarily block content, but the block story progression. Got up to level 14 for this fight. I'm on level 12, we'll see how it goes. Guess what? I didn't put my gear on. Again. Not sure I actually have any new gear yet anyway. I think she keeps me pretty much topped up in terms of health in this fight. You can focus on just taking things down. There's the main guy popped. Or at least more mobs have popped. And they seem to enjoy wailing on me. I think that dot was still active on that other mob, it was. Just let the dot take down the last little bit of his health. More of the buggers. Is my carbuncle doing much of anything? I did put him on obey, didn't I? Oh bugger. So he won't have been using any of the abilities, I don't think. Obey means you have to manually cast them all, I think. Yeah, you're better off with them being on sick. Cool. So that fight wasn't too bad at all. But then you need to cycle between dealing damage to them and healing ourselves, because this wonderful little person here helps us with that. No, nobody's doing that. Need to go back to the guild again. Return won't be up for a while yet, so we'll do it this way. You do end up teleporting and bouncing about a lot in this game. Look at that name. I can stand to look at that every time I logged in. I think I'm going to get disconnected again, maybe. Feeling the lag. Or that could just be the part of Limsa I was at. That's a really busy area. Frames usually go down there. Aha! can now unlock other classes. New stuff. They all seem pretty much the same. Something I'll point out here with that bit of gear I just got. So cut that. This one here. I'll equip it first and then go to it. So you'll see in the stats of it, you have that, mind, intelligence, and direct hit rate. Direct hit rate is the new accuracy. I believe things don't have plus accuracy anymore, they have direct hit rate. And I think it is basically, it's the same, it's magic accuracy, it's physical accuracy, it's everything. You can now save gear sets as well, which is brilliant. Basically, like, yeah, so I'll put on all the recommended gear just now, and then what I'll do is I'll add a gear list, and that goes up as my Arcanist list, as my Arcanist. So now if I were, say, a level 70 warrior right now, and I click that, I'd change back into level 7 Arcanist, and I'd be wearing this gear set. If I update the set, then I can save it and it'll update it with this update gear button. It's a really good system, really useful. This is locked off now until 15. Topaz Teachings gives me my new carbuncle, which will be splendid. It's basically the carbuncle I end up using for soloing. Right, so what I want me to do now is I think I must. I could be as well probably going handing these all in. So I can get the higher level stuff. Yeah. So I'll do it. So I think they're all pretty much upstairs. So I'll jump to the aft castle, which takes me into the middle of the upper level. I can unlock armorers now. I can unlock all sorts of stuff. I'm not bothered with it for now. We're just going to focus on the Arcanist. I don't really care too much for crafting in this game, although I will say it's a really, really useful skill. And actually the way they've done crafting in the game compared to other MMOs I've played is really good. It's just it's not really my cup of tea. We're needing to do pretty much, I'd say, is further the main story quest, which bugger off. One of these should be the main story. I think they got a different label next to them, but I can't remember. None of those are an upgrade, so we'll pick up these. What these are, they're just little NPC items. They're useful for nothing but selling, they just get you a little bit of gil. Basically means you get a guild option as a reward if you don't want any of the gear. Quite useful actually. Head out to Zephyr Gate. It's fine, we'll head along, we'll hand this in since there's a teleport my bob right next to us anyway, and that'll get us outside of the gate. Again, we don't need any of these, they're not an improvement, so we'll do that. At that, guys, I'm going to put a cut here as well. Thank you to anybody who's watching. I hope you're enjoying the series. I'm certainly enjoying making it. Feel free to put down any likes, faves, subscribes, make any comments you want, etc, etc, and please feel free to join me for further content.